So games are coming thick and fast, really thick and fast in Premier League as the festive season is upon us. And to get things going for Game Week 15, we have brought in our new Jersey Premier League leader to share his thoughts and his ideas, how he's planning to maintain that rank. So we welcome Adarsh Shrivastava, who was ranked third when we met him earlier, but he has taken over the helm now, and he is pretty much in the leading seat now with 20 points adrift of our rank two. So welcome Adarsh. Sushank and I welcome you for Game Week 15 preview.
Thanks, Yash bhai. Thanks, Sushant bhai. Feels great to be back again.
Yeah.
Didn't think I'll be back so soon, but yeah, this season has been going crazy, and here we are again.
So
Congratulations, man. It's crazy.
exactly.
Thanks, just being lucky again and again.
So Sushank, I was going through his ranks, and he is now ranked 17th in India.
Correct.
How huge is this?
He's ranked 17 all over India and just 37 points behind rank 1. So, yeah, we are all rooting for others. Like we
Right.
were just speaking before we started this podcast that all girls go all guns blazing because we are what? We are just into the Premier League, only one third of the season, almost one third of the season is done. But
Correct.
amazing, man. It is all going to be how this is. This is like crazy mentality from these stalwarts.
Exactly.
Yeah, thanks for the kind words. Yeah, things been going great so far. Let's see till how long it lasts. Hopefully, as long as possible. Let's see if we are able to get to better rank in future. We'll see.
Yeah. So Sushank, just one fact before we move ahead. When we met earlier with others, he was somewhere around like 39, 40 points behind Raghav, and he
Correct.
covered that in 2 game weeks. Now he's just, as you mentioned, he's just 37 points behind the leader of India. So this is going to be a crazy run. He's ranked what 1350 overall. So this is
In the
going to
world.
be
Yeah.
massive considering the festive period and how the games are going in. So probably by December end, we are going to have something really huge.
For sure. And to all our good friends and to all our active listeners, stop following FPL General or the big ranks or everyone else. Start following others because he has the best rank among everyone that we see online these days.
Exactly.
Yes. And the great part you mentioned about 37 points over here. He has achieved this feat in this game week with only 8 playing players.
Madness.
Three. That's crazy, man. With only 8 players, he has gathered a total of 71. This is not just great captaincy, but also the other picks. Like his defense, 4 players has yielded him 3 points this game week.
Right. So it is
So yeah, yeah,
he yeah, he wasn't having anyone on the bench as well, as we can see.
yeah,
And
yeah.
all thanks to Kudus and Palmer, basically.
Kudos to Palmer.
Kudus to Palmer. Nice one. Yeah. So take
Yeah,
us through
yeah.
others.
Yeah. So as we knew on no, not on Friday, just I think half an hour or 1 hour before the deadline that Liverpool's games is postponed. So anyway, we were on Friday. There were rumors that game might be postponed. So I was thinking like what to do with Salah and Trent. Anyway, they were not going anywhere. Yeah, they are in my team for long term, and Salah has been on something else this season, trying to win the Premier League for Liverpool single-handedly. So he's been in my team since game week one, and I was not planning to transfer him out for anyone, just for 1 week or any week. And
Correct.
similarly, Trent I got last week, and I thought, yeah, it's just 1 game week, and we had to go in defense. Anyway, I have Gabriel and not sure about the other defense, so I thought I will just put these 2 players in the bench and hear about the other one. And defense is not getting much points recently. So even if you take a hit for any other player, that doesn't not sure if it will work out. So I thought of continuing with those two. And apart from that, earlier I was trying to sell Mbeumo, but then I saw that this is a good week again. his form has been unreal at home this season. So he had just blanked once, I think, in all the games at home this season. So I thought just give him one last chance. And also got Isak a couple of weeks back. He also got injured in between, but luckily we found out that his injury was minimal and he was ready to play next week. So I persisted with him. So moral of the story is like I showed patience with my picks, and in the end it worked fine for me. And
And
Kudus, yeah, that was kind of a punt initially because Western fixtures were turning. Ideally, I wanted to go for Bowen, but I didn't have enough money to go
fun.
for him, so I settled on Kudus. And for the price, yeah, he did fine this week. Scored one goal as well, but that was upside. But anyways, got a one assist and two bonus, so it was like a goal only. Yeah, going fine.
Right.
Yeah, Bowen had a crazy game as well.
Yeah, would I love to had him, but I did not have enough money, so I settled on
We can't
Kudus.
have everyone. Only Haaland
Yeah,
allows us to have so many players by removing him from the team. But yes, we can't have everything else. It's an amazing team because if we look right now, as we said, that only 8 players gave you return, and the other players did not play. But actually, if you look at the team, Gabriel, who seems to be returned to training this game week, no doubts about him, and the fixtures are good for Arsenal. Trent is in your team. Bradley is injured probably by until the first week of Jan, and so is Konate. So probably there are high chances that Trent is going to play every game here onwards. So you will surely get.
yeah,
So if you look, you have premium defenders, 2 premium defenders in your team, and then Colville. They have good amount of fixtures right now over here as well. So
Correct.
and we know that others you have a free transfer in your hand as well. So it seems that you are not just on top, but your team is nicely balanced and you have transfers in your hand as well. So now I think it is going to be the calmness, the patience, the determination. So tell us, man, how are you planning to take this ahead?
yeah. So I have a couple of free transfers actually. Last week I had one,
Yeah.
and then I rolled another transfer. So now I have two transfers, and the first and foremost, I want to change my team's structure a little bit because my bench is very thin. So this week
Hmm.
I got away with all this no bench thing, but it can happen again in Christmas and next time it might not be so lucky. So I'm just planning to sell Mbeumo for Enzo this week. So that is a kind of a cheap midfielder, Enzo in Chelsea, and he's playing on good position. He's getting forward, and for 5 million, he's scoring good points. So I'll get him, and the remaining money I'm trying to upgrade my third striker spot. So maybe I'll update Stewart to Raul Jimenez next week because Fulham fixtures are turning from next week. They have
Right.
Southampton at home, so that is the perfect time to get him. And then, so Raul I'll get probably next week, and this week I'll make this Mbeumo to Enjo, and then another transfer I want to make, but I'm not sure, is to get Gomez in my team because Liverpool's
Okay.
defense and Arsenal's defense have been really great. So Gomez at open end could be really a steal in Liverpool's defense. So I wanted to see yesterday's game and see like how was Gomez's performance. Will he start or not? Because in last game week he was subbed early. So I
Yeah,
saw yesterday's game. He started and he played all right. So I'm guessing that he should start this weekend as well because slot doesn't rotate much. So I'm hoping that he will start. So I might go there, sell Greaves to Gomez and get Enjo this week for
Okay.
Mbeumo. Then get Raul next week. So then my team's structure will be changed a little bit. I can play 3-4-3 or 3-5-2 based on who I'm benching between Enjo or
Right.
Raul from next week. So giving good bench options also, and yeah, going forward, I like this structure, especially for Christmas when we need our bench.
So, Sushant, you spoke about calmness. One major thing you could see from this is even though he came to know that Liverpool and Everton game got postponed, so he wasn't
yeah,
having anyone on the bench, and
yeah,
still he understood the situation and he was able to you know maintain his transfer as is. He kept his transfer. He didn't do any panic transfers. So that shows how much calm this man is.
absolutely.
And yeah. So this is what we are basically looking for in leaders, and it's a huge thing because if you see, nobody was going to come in from bench, and still going with these many players, he had a very good chance to go with the free transfer. He didn't do that, so it's an amazing thing. What do you think? I mean, if I had been in at his place, I definitely would have done the transfer. But that is what makes the difference. He is leading for a reason. What
Absolutely.
about you?
In the same boat, Yashasva, with that thought process, I would have gone and made a transfer as well, if especially for Mikolenko. But as he just mentioned a few seconds back, that he is targeting Joe Gomez, but before bringing into his team, he wanted to ensure that he can keep Joe Gomez in his team for a long time, and he wanted to see the midweek game. I think that covers the point. He said that he will probably move out Greaves and uh, get Joe Gomez now. And probably
Hmm.
somewhere in the future, Mikolenko is going to get a double game week, not before game week 27, 28, it seems. But probably if he stays on his bench, that's too long a planning. But absolutely, it's a great thing and it's a mentality thing. But as we are speaking of planning, you have mentioned a few player others. I just want to check because last time when you were there on the podcast, you specifically mentioned a few teams and a few players that you keep a target on. So again, anything in your mind, any specific team to target for the upcoming game week?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, since I'm planning to get Enzo and Gomez and maybe next week also for this week, I mean, Liverpool's and Chelsea's fixtures are great, and Newcastle
Hmm.
has a great fixture in Leicester at home. Newcastle have usually hit and miss this season, but at home and especially with Isak, they have been performing really great. Even they gave tough fight to Liverpool, and Liverpool
Yeah,
dropped points there. So at home, uh, Newcastle can be a really good investment. And Isak is the most informed player for them at the moment. So yeah, I think
absolutely.
Isak can be a good option. I already have him, but for those who don't have him, yeah, it can be a great investment. And then Liverpool, I think Salah will be there for most of the people. Apart from
Yeah,
Salah, if you can go for either Trent or if you're not stretching till Trent, you can't able to stretch till Trent because he's quite expensive. Then Gomez at the moment is really good uh, value in our defense, Liverpool's defense. And then Chelsea again, Palmer, I think most of the people will have. And then you can go either for Jackson, but Jackson is on 4 yellows, and anytime you can get 51.
yeah,
So far, he hasn't got. So that could be a risky one. Then someone you can get in defense, like I got Colville, which is just safe and sound pair, 4.5, not much expensive. You can be on your bench and you can start him occasionally. And if you're not going for Jackson, then the third spot is open. So like I'm going for Enzo, which is 5 million at the moment. So if you have players in your team for a budget option, which enables other things for you, you don't have to start him every week. You can rotate him with any other player. He could be like an eighth attacker in your team. So if you can rotate him with any other attacker, then Enzo is a good enabler from Chelsea, especially with those pictures and the positioning he's getting further forward and scoring goal. Last 3 4 pictures he has done well. So yeah, he's a great investment.
yeah. I was going to ask you that question itself, others, because you already have Isak and Tai in your team. Probably you will try to bring in Gomez, as you rightly said. But Enzo, I wanted to check with you whether he was an enabler, and you said, do you think Enzo will score? He is playing into attacking positions, but with Palmer in the squad and playing in that number 10 position and taking penalties, do you think Enzo's would be probably as an enabler or he would return some points as well?
Uh, so I mean, recently we saw that. So tactically, when Caicedo is playing at right back and then he's on inverting to double pivot midfield in Chelsea, so that is
Yeah,
enabling Enzo starting in the team as well as Enzo is occupying that left 10 space. So Palmer is occupying that right 10 and Enzo is going to the left 10, which is a really great position at that point. Even though this game week he scored one long range kind of effort, but earlier also he scored couple of goals and in that price in that Chelsea game, even if you are getting like one goal in 2 games or one assist in like 1 or 2 games, and then he can be on your bench also. So I think that's not a bad price to invest in that because in that price either we have I think Ahmad is there in Manchester United, and then we have Dribbling at 4.5. So earlier I was going for Dribbling 4.5. Then I saw Enzo is doing well recently, so I thought let's just try with Enzo for a few weeks. If it doesn't work, then I can already always downgrade him. So yeah, just a cheap investment at the moment for me.
Yep.
And if it works well, then fine. Otherwise, we can always bench him or sell him for someone else.
Wow, Yashasva,
So
you asked me a question few minutes back, and I believe this is the thought process. I mean, if everyone on the internet or on Twitter is speaking about a Diallo or someone who like this, I am sure no one is speaking about Enzo. And probably these are, it might work, it might not work, but these are the differential peaks and low ownership, which probably gets you higher in the ranks and get you those extra points.
yeah. So coming to Enzo Sushant, I was just going through his stats. Basically, in the last four starts that he have, I mean, for the last 4 game weeks where he has started and played for 90 minutes, he has been averaging 9 points per game week. So he has scored
Nine
three.
points per game week.
Yeah, he has scored three. He has assisted three, and he has been doing really good. He's been getting into the forward positions, as Adarsh pointed out, and this is the reason why everybody is going Gaga over Enzo because he's a budget enabler for now. If you see his price, so currently he's priced at probably 4.8 or 4.9. Uh,
Now he's rose
he
to
has he's
five
moved he's
million.
moved to five
Yeah,
now.
yesterday.
He's raised to five
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So I believe he is a good budget enabler considering his form and considering the fixtures of Chelsea. It's a nice option to have. And I wanted to ask one thing to others regarding Gomez. So are you sure that we can go for Gomez rather than Virgil van Dijk? You already have Ta. So
See,
how would your yeah,
hmm. Yeah, only reason I'm going for Gomez is price. If I had
okay,
money, like 1.5 million more, because Van Dijk is around 6.5, then certainly I would have gone for Van Dijk with my eyes closed because that is the safest option in Liverpool, even safer than Trent. He will start week in, week out, no doubt. But since I don't have money, uh, it's invested already in Gabriel and Trent, and keeper is also like 5.5. So that's why I'm going for Gomez. That's the most like budget option that can get few clean sheet points also. With Gomez,
yeah,
there is no chance of any attacking return because he hasn't scored or
He has not scored
scored
a
for
goal in his
Liverpool so
Liverpool
far.
career yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm just purely going there
Yeah.
for clean sheets. So at
okay, fair
4.9,
enough.
it's not bad. If you're getting 6 points like
Yeah.
couple of weeks, then it's fine. And if it doesn't start, then I have Colwell also on bench, so that is there to cover. So yeah, it
And
feels
and
good at the moment.
and I also think Yashasva 4.9 is a very nice bracket if you want to shift it between a Lewis Hall or a Oli Aina. That is the same price bracket, so you can probably rotate your place in the same price bracket without thinking too much. Yeah.
I'll tell you one more exciting option. So Crystal Palace's
Please
fixtures are
do.
turning from game week 19, I think. So we can go for their right wing back Monoj, which is very attacking.
Munoz, yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that is another option in my mind. So till game week 19, I will see Gomez. So because once Konate is back, then Gomez is done. Konate will stop. I start week in week out. So once
Correct.
Konate is back, then I can either do sideways. I mean, go Gomez to Konate because Konate will also fall like around 5 million till that time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can go for Monos because he's attacking and Palace's picture is nice. So yeah, I have
There is
few
plan
other
A.
options.
Yeah. There is plan A and there is plan B. There is target A and there is target B. And I think this is a good time to get our team reviewed from Adarsh, who is currently JPL rank 1. So, Adarsh, we will just pick, take your suggestion on both our teams. So, on the same screen, you can see Neshaswak's team as well as my team. And we are just
Yeah.
9 points apart now in FPL. So, please help us. If you were us, what would you do to our teams? We both have a single transfer in the bank.
Right.
For Yashashova, I'll simply say just sell Haaland. It will enable a lot of things.
Man,
Yeah. He's happy, but he gave you some returns this game week, and Saka did not.
Yeah,
So it worked this game week for you, Yashasva.
yeah. But then if you see the difference, Sushank, if I didn't have Haaland, I would have probably captained Palmer, and that
yes,
would have given
exactly.
me. that would have
Mhm.
given me an edge of like 14, 15 points. So
Yeah,
these are the moves. See, captaincy is very important. And I believe captaincy
absolutely.
is the reason why I'm falling down in ranks rather than not having Haaland, because I'm picking up some good players. Visa has been doing good. Then I mean, this was a complete failure for me. I brought in Kluivert and Mitoma. Now look at the stupidity that I did. I was looking at the TVT things and all. Mitoma was is my third is third on my bench because I didn't get time at all to make the changes. But these are the things I have to learn, because panic mode is definitely getting into me, and that is causing an issue. But as you are saying, Adarsh, I'll definitely pay heed to what you are saying. That will move Haaland out. Maybe,
Yeah, you
maybe.
can do a lot of things in that money. You can go for a cheap
Mhm.
striker and then upgrade some defense to Trent or something. So there are, I mean, once you sell Allen, then a lot of uh, options
And
open.
I also think if you
Mm,
own Haaland, not captaining him would again not make any sense because then you
yeah,
are
yeah,
banking on him to be your differential.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the state which Man City are in currently, I am not expecting them to improve anytime soon. Haaland
Mhm.
can still score 1, 2 goals every game, but then he's not worth that money. 14.8 or 9, whatever he is.
Yeah.
Even Isak is
15
getting
years.
same return
Yeah.
at around 8 million. So yeah, I think if you can sell him for Isak this week, that will be really great.
Oh, that's a good transfer for sure. Yeah.
तो सुशांक जस्ट वांटेड टू आस्क वन क्वेश्चन, दिल पे पत्थर रख के कर ही दूंगा ट्रांसफर, मतलब मेरी इच्छा नहीं
I
हो रही है, बट जेन्युइनली आई वांट टू आस्क यू एंड यू बोथ, कर दूं क्या फाइनली, क्योंकि मैं एवरीबॉडी हु कम्स ऑन दिस पॉडकास्ट सेज द सेम थिंग टू मी अगेन एंड अगेन, एंड नाउ
Yeah,
लिसनिंग दिस फ्रॉम आदर्श हु इज डूइंग रियली गुड, ही इज आल्सो मेंशनिंग दिस थिंग दैट रिमूव हालैंड. सो अगर मैंने रिमूव किया मैं उसको ले नहीं पाऊंगा, एक ये सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है.
मैं
you
सिर्फ एक
don't
ही
need him
बोलूंगा भाई,
anytime soon.
जेन्युइनली
Yeah,
अगर 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 उसको निकाल रहे हो तो ऑल्सो हैव हैवी हार्ट के वो होता है ना, उसने निकाल दिया और उसने ब्रेस मारा तो ऐसी अगर लॉन्ग लॉन्ग रन में आई एम टेलिंग यू इफ यू कैलकुलेट 5 गेम में उसको निकाल के जो बाकी के दो प्लेयर लाओगे, एक में प्रोबेबली साका और समवन ऑफ द सेम कैलिबर, एंड वो दो प्लेयर का रिटर्न हमेशा उससे ज्यादा ही मिलेगा ओवर ओवर
exactly.
ओवर पीरियड ऑफ 5 गेम वीक्स. बट
ओके.
अभी निकालने के बाद अगर उसने ब्रेस मार दिया तो बी रेडी फॉर दैट एज वेल, बिकॉज वो वरना ज्यादा दुख होता है. एंड देन वी गो इनटू डिफरेंट मोड के यार मैंने क्या कर दिया, क्यों कर दिया, इसके लिए तो होल्ड करके रखा था. तो ऐसे बोलो कि
Mm.
निकाल देगा, बट बिकॉज एट सम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम यू विल हैव, अगर हालैंड ने मार भी दिया और साइड में किसी और ने पाल्मर ने कैप्टन करके उससे ज्यादा मार दिया, तो यू आर स्टिल नॉट कैचिंग अप ऑन दोस रैंक्स.
एग्जैक्टली,
Correct.
या करेक्ट.
That's what happened this week, right? Even though Haaland scored, but
Yeah.
Palmer then outscored him, and then it did not work out. So
राइट.
yeah, that's the thing.
फेयर इनफ, फेयर
And
इनफ.
for yeah, so Shang Bhai, I'll say that it's right time to sell Bumo now. Now that his branch first fixtures are also turning. So once you sell Bumo to any enabler or maybe in 6 million range or something, then you can upgrade your defender to, if possible, I'm not sure, Trent or maybe some Liverpool defender. Uh, that will be great, I think.
But I already last week I got Ahmad, who has given me an
Mhm.
assist return. So I already have him as an enabler in my team. Is it okay to
Yeah,
go for two enablers?
I think if you already have Ahmad, then two could be too much. So
Yeah,
maybe
because
someone in around
I was
six.
going
Yeah,
to
you see like
I
how
was
much.
going to
Yeah.
shift. Yeah, I was going to
Hmm.
move out Mbeumo, but he scored this game week. Lucky for,
Yeah.
but yes, Mbeumo is been he is the main talisman of the team. But if you say
Hmm.
Mbeumo to Enzo or some more of that caliber, you are suggesting it to me, right? So that I could have funds in hand.
But like you mentioned that you already have Ahmad, so and
Ahmad,
again
yeah.
in that price bracket, yeah, I'm just thinking then. So for Trent, like how much money you need? Do you have any idea? Like if you sell Mbeumo, then you can upgrade. Maybe you can
I
That
have
will be
eight.
increase to Trent
3.7.
three
I have
million.
1.8 in my bank. So for Trent,
Mm-hmm.
if I go out, take out Lewis and want to bring in 10th, I would read acquisition another point 0.3 million. I don't need much.
So you'll be able to arrange that, I believe. If you
Yes,
remove
yes.
Buemo and get in Enzo, that's kind of like 2.7. 2.7
Yeah,
plus 1.7, that is 4.4. And
yeah.
I believe in 4.4, you'll be able to get Trent Alexander Arnold with that.
I think you can go even up. then Enzo. But the thing is, between
Yeah.
5 million to 6 million, there are not
Yep.
many exciting options at the moment.
Right.
So I think I have Kudus, but he is 6.2, and now Western fixtures also little bit here and there. Initially,
Yeah.
two fixtures were good when I got him, but now Bournemouth is not that great. Then Semenyo is there, but Semenyo again, he's not doing anything. People are not happy with him.
Correct.
So yeah, and then we have to stretch till around 6.5, 6.6. So that might not be possible, right? With Trent, if we can stretch to
No.
6.5 or
Trent,
6, then
uh, yeah, Trent, I'm trying to avoid because he was not giving those many returns till the time
Mhm,
I was proved wrong against Newcastle, wherein he came from the bench and gave
mhm,
two assists in no time to Salah.
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
So one
Also,
question
you
to
don't
both
have
of you.
double
Yeah,
Arsenal
sorry.
defense,
Please go.
right? Uh, Double Arsenal defense is also not there, right? You have Gabriel.
no, I don't have. I was thinking of Timber. Yeah,
Mhm. So maybe instead of, if you're not able to stretch a trend, then you can get double Arsenal defense. That is also a great investment. They are scoring every week with set pieces, so that is also a great option.
So others, you'll have to take that. I believe
yeah.
No,
somebody
no,
came
no.
up.
It's
It's
handled.
sorted. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
So
sorted.
before wrapping up, I just wanted to ask one question to both of you. We are in the third game week of December, and now the situation is rotations are happening because of
Hmm.
I mean, because of a lot of games happening here and there. Then there are European games. Then a lot of other games like are going to come in. So I wanted to ask, how crucial is the bench, and are you looking for any sort of fixed player who's going to be there apart from the ones like Salah, Palmer are going to be there. Saka is also obviously going to be there. So what should be the strategy for people who are having a very bleak bench?
Yeah, so myself, I am the perfect example of this. My bench is very weak. So the things I'm doing this week, like getting Enzo and getting Gomez, and then next week getting Jimenez and
Hmm.
keeping Colville on bench. So all these are my ways to get a strong bench, like a strong 14. I mean, playing 14, if not 15. So I
Yeah.
would say at least two players on the bench who can come in anytime. It's really a good strategy in this busy festive period. You never know which player gets injured or rotated in which week. A lot of games are there. So
Exactly.
yes, definitely I would suggest to get at least two playing players on your bench every week.
Okay. What
It's the
about you?
same thing. It's the same thing for me as well. If I keep the keeper aside, I want to have 14 playing players, and that was the main
Mhm.
reason I got Ahmad in my team because I had Harry Winks, and I have five players in the midfield who are playing now. I have three strikers who are playing. In terms of defense, I have four playing defenders. Nistorla, for some reason, is not playing Faiz as a starter right now. So Faiz was initially a starter under Cooper, but now
Mhm.
Nistorla has not started him in two games. So probably I will have to look around. But again, because it's a festive period, I just don't want to waste a transfer on a fifth defender. So
Correct.
probably I'll look around over there and then check because couple. I'll probably go and change a defender because Luis has been is not going to play the next fixture and has not been keeping clean sheet. So
Yeah.
fix or transfer over and there. But 14 players need to play in your team for sure.
Yeah,
All right.
I think this week and next week are still okay, 16, 17. But from game week 18 onwards, we have like those midweek games. So
Yeah.
from then, we'll definitely need a good bench.
Yeah. Okay. So looks like that is a lot of talk that we had because we almost reached half an hour mark. It was nice knowing our teams from your point of view. It was
Yep.
nice understanding the game from your side, and at the same time, Sushant got certain clarity. I got a lot of clarity, and it was nice having you this time around because last time when we spoke, you were targeting first rank. Now you have already achieved this, and my wish to you is you stay over there, you come on podcast, and you keep helping us because that is very important. We
Yep.
want to also increase our ranks. So, any parting thoughts before Sushank wraps up this segment?
Just that don't stop calling me when my rank is going down. Now it is going up. So yeah,
No, I'm not
we are
going
happy. Once
We're
it
not
goes
There is
going
a
down,
to the
then
next.
special
yeah, don't
there
forget
is a
me.
special Liverpool connection with you as well, brother.
Yes, yes. That's always there.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, jokes apart. Yeah, it was really nice discussion. Even I got few clarity, some of the thoughts in my mind. Like, these things always help. It's
okay.
discussing FPL with each other and getting thoughts regarding our teams from other people as well. So from because outside we always help. So yeah, it was a great discussion. Look
Yeah.
forward to discussing with you again, hopefully and soon. We'll see.
don't say hopefully. We'll surely have you on our podcast. Don't worry. Even if you fall down the ranks, then we'll check with you again of how you can come back again on the top. But that's not what we wish for. We wish you to see as an Indian rank one and probably first in top 100 all over the world. You have support and backing of not just us or Liverpool fans, from all the JPL friends all around. And the talk of the town remains, is Yashasva going to keep Haaland or remove Haaland?
Oh man.
And with that note,
Sell
with
by
that
sell.
surprise thing, yes, we will wrap up today's podcast. See you soon. Wishing you all the best for game week 16. Stay healthy, stay fit, and subscribe JPL. Thank you, guys.